आंखों में जो आंसू है, उन आंसू का पूरा पूरा जवाब लिया जाएगा। बम दागने वाला हो यार फिर बम देने वाला हो, किसी को चैन से सोने नहीं देंगे।
A dossier nailing the culpability of Pakistan in the terror attack in Pulwama will be handed over to the FATF, the National Anti-Terror Financing Watchdog. Security agencies are preparing the dossier with the evidence gathered so far related to the attack carried out by Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed. Pakistan agencies linked with the JEM and how the terror group is being aided will be part of the document. Details of terror attacks carried by the Jaish-e-Mohammed in the past will be also included in the next meeting of the FATF. India will also press for blacklisting of Pakistan so that strict action can be taken. The FATF blacklist means the country concerned is non-cooperative in the global fight against money laundering and terror financing. If the FATF blacklists Pakistan, it may lead to downgrading of the country by multilateral lenders like the IMF, World Bank, and also a reduction in risk rating by Moody's, S&P and Fitch. Pakistan has been put on the grey list on the anti-terror finance watchdog in July 2018. Now, a day after withdrawing the most favoured nation status granted to Pakistan in the wake of the Pulwama terror attack, India hiked the basic customs duty on all goods imported from the neighbouring country to 200% with immediate effect. At the same time, the government also announced its plans to initiate diplomatic steps to ensure the complete isolation of Pakistan in the international community. It has met and spoken to envoys of multiple nations to build pressure and isolate Pakistan. Fresh details are emerging on the terror attack in Pulwama, which is now being investigated by the National Investigating Agency. Eyewitnesses have told investigators that the Pulwama terrorist Adil was driving a red eco car. The escort's car in the convoy asked the red vehicle to move away from the convoy, but he kept on moving towards them. Sources also say that the terrorist hit the bus after 2 or 3 attempts before finally slamming the bus. He was following the convoy from Jammu. Reports also say that he had done at least 3 recce's of the area before he could actually conduct the attack. Sources are also telling Wion that Pakistan terrorists responsible for the Pulwama terror attack have been identified as Rashid Ghazi and Kamran. They are the main commanders of the terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed, and both are believed to be in and around Tral. They are the men who trained the attacker, Adil, for the terror attack. Sources also say that Ghazi is said to have fought in Afghanistan. He was handpicked by Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar. The motive of the attack was to avenge the death of Masood Azhar's nephews. Ghazi is also believed to be an IED expert. Our Srinagar correspondent Ishan Wani has more.
Well, yes, sources are indicating to us that Abdul Rashid Ghazi, who had entered Kashmir Valley in December, and he was the brain behind this particular attack. That's what the sources have told Wion. They are saying that apart from Ghazi, he was accompanied by 2 other people who came and infiltrated into the Indian side from the line of control and was residing in Pulwama. Remember, in that month only, Jaish-e-Mohammed released a picture of Ghazi saying that he is someone who has fought in Afghanistan and was a war veteran. After which the forces had launched a manhunt to nab him down, because he is someone who is an expert in making an IEDs, because locally you wouldn't see people who can make IEDs. So he is the person and the brain that the security forces believe is behind this particular big attack. Remember, he has been, so according to sources, he was handpicked by Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar to carry out this particular attack in the South Kashmir after his 2 nephews were killed in different gun battles in Kashmir Valley. Now remember, this had alerted security agencies soon after his report emerging that he had come and made his base in Pulwama district, where he was tasked to train all these local militants because they are not able to cross across from the line of control.
Meanwhile, Wion has also been provided with exclusive details into the attack on the CRPF convoy. Firstly, Jaish-e-Mohammed, the group behind the ghastly terror attack, has been using fresh recruits in the suicide blast. This because fresh recruits have fewer chances of coming under intel radar. The suicide bomber Ahmad Dar was a C-grade terrorist. Now, the use of a local car and terrorists shows that JEM has been increasingly recruiting locals. The Jaish-e-Mohammed had declared February as the month of Jaish, hence the call for strike. Another aspect is that the Kashmir Valley is under the radar of the Pakistan-based terror group. The key conspirator of the Pulwama attack, Adil Urf Hashim, has been traced to Tral region in Kashmir. The Jaish-e-Mohammed has been planning another suicide blast in Kashmir. Sources say that a suicide bomber identified as Adil Hashim is planning to enter Jammu and Kashmir via Pakistan, Punjab. Now let's come to the kind of explosives that were used in the deadly attack against the security forces in Jammu and Kashmir. The initial probe indicates that the use of RDX. The forces had curbed the circulation of RDX in the valley. Now, this means that the explosive came from across the border. Meanwhile, the Army's independent assessment showed that ammonium nitrate was most likely used in the attack. Now, Wion spoke to an eyewitness who was present in the convoy when it was attacked, and this is what he had to say. Listen in.
सर, हमारी गाड़ी कानवाई 3:30 बजे जम्मू से चली और ये हादसा जब हुआ है तो दोपहर के लगभग 3 बजे, थोड़ा 2-4 मिनट कम या ज़्यादा, इतना तो एग्जैक्ट नहीं बता सकता, उतने टाइम हुआ और जवान सब छुट्टी काटकर अपनी ड्यूटी के लिए आ रहे थे। हम लोग कानवाई ड्यूटी गए थे उनको जम्मू से श्रीनगर लेने के लिए।
कुल कितनी कानवाई में गाड़ियाँ थी?
78 गाड़ियाँ थी, 78-80 लगभग।
और आप किस पोजीशन पे थे? कहाँ?
मेरी गाड़ी तीसरे नंबर पर गाड़ी थी, कानवाई जो चली तीसरे नंबर मेरी गाड़ी थी और ये जो हादसा हुआ ये 5वें-6ठे नंबर की गाड़ी थी।
तो जब धमाका हुआ आप लोग ने कार देखी तो आप लोग का अंदाजा था कि कोई गाड़ी अचानक आ रही है जो बीच में कानवाई को हिट कर सकती, कुछ ऐसा आप लोगों ने सोचा?
हमने कार नहीं देख पाया क्योंकि हमारी 4-5 गाड़ियाँ निकल चुकी थी, तो हम लोग कुछ देख नहीं पाए। वो छठी गाड़ी पे वो अचानक कैसे हुआ, वो तो पीछे वो गाड़ी वाले अगर वो जिंदा होते तो वही बता पाते। हम लोग आगे निकल चुके थे।
जब धमाका हुआ वो उसको जब धमाके की आप लोगों ने आवाज सुनी तो आप लोगों ने क्या सोचा? आपको लगा कि क्या कोई टायर ब्रस्ट हुआ है या कोई पहले बड़ी घटना हुई है?
धमाका हुआ तो फर्स्ट हम टायर ही समझे, पर इतनी ज्यादा आवाज थी कि टायर नहीं थे। मेरे पीछे एक मेरा जवान बैठा, बोला ये टायर नहीं है, हमारी गाड़ी पर शायद कुछ फायर हुआ। मेरे गाड़ी महसूस हुई झटके में, तो मैं फौरन उतर के नीचे उतरे हम लोग और गाड़ी को देखा, फिर फायर शुरू हो गया। हम अपनी पोजीशन लेकर फिर दोबारा गाड़ी में बैठ गए। हमने गाड़ी अगले 50 RR कैंप में पहुंचा दी।
जब आप उस जगह गए जहाँ पे पूरी तरीके से ब्लास्ट हो गई थी, क्या देखा
वहाँ पर? सर, बहुत ज्यादा बस बिल्कुल खत्म हो चुकी थी, कुछ नहीं था, सिर्फ लोहे के टुकड़े बस के बाकी थे और डेड बॉडी बहुत बिल्कुल बिखरी हुई थी। बहुत ज़्यादा हालत ख़राब हो चुकी थी डेड बॉडी की, जिसको देखकर हमारा दिल उदास हुआ। फायरिंग भी हुआ सर, फायरिंग हुआ, हमारे जवानों ने भी फायर किया क्योंकि जब इतना ब्लास्ट हुआ तो उसका जो पूरी गाड़ी फट गई, उसके जो टुकड़े आगे पीछे चलने वाली गाड़ी में लगे, तो जवानों ने भी फायर किया है।